A guy sold his Silverado for $8,000 in 2019. That same truck was resold last week for $32,000. He lost $24,000 by not knowing what he had sitting in his garage. And look, I bet you don't know if your Silverado is on this list either, because there are 5 specific years that turned ordinary trucks into vaults on wheels. And if you have one of them and don't know it, you might be making the most expensive mistake of your life. Stay until the end, because number 2 is going to blow your mind. Literally nobody expected that year to appreciate so much. Look, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I spent the last 3 months analyzing auction data, talking to collectors who pay fortunes for specific Silverados, and I discovered a pattern that people are just now starting to notice. 2 years from now, everyone will know. Prices are going to explode even more. But today, there's still time for you to find out if you won the lottery without knowing, or if you need to rush and get one of these before it's too late. And if you're the type who prefers making money instead of losing it, subscribe to the channel right now, because here I only talk about what dealers and salespeople hide from you. Year number 1, 2003, the classic that turned to gold. Quick question, do you remember where you were in 2003? Because GM was building the perfect Silverado and nobody noticed at the time. Met a 67-year-old man last month. He cried, literally cried. Know why? Sold his 2003 Silverado in 2017 for $6,000 because it was too old. The truck he sold got resold this March for $18,000. He lost $12,000, but his pain wasn't the money. It was realizing he had gotten rid of something irreplaceable. 2003 was the last year before GM started modernizing things too much. Everything in this truck was made to last 40 years, not for you to trade in 5. It's like comparing your grandma's cast iron skillet with those non-stick pans today. Which one lasts longer? Which one would you inherit? Collectors are paying up to $22,000 for a 2003 Z71 extended cab in good condition. $22,000 for a 22-year-old truck. Let that sink in. But 2003 is nothing compared to what's coming next. This one's appreciating so fast that even I got scared. Year number 2, 2006. The secret nobody tells. 2006. Everyone ignores this year. They think it's just another Silverado. Biggest mistake of their lives. There's one detail about 2006 that separates it from all the others. And when you find out, you're going to want to buy one today. Last month, a mechanic I've known for years called me, voice shaking. He had 3 2006 Silverados in his shop that owners abandoned because it wasn't worth fixing. Know what he did? Bought all 3 for $2,000 each, changed fluids, cleaned them up, and listed them for sale. Sold all 3 in 2 days for $15 grand each. He made $39,000 profit in 1 week by knowing a secret that 99% of people don't know. 2006 was the year of perfect balance. GM got everything right that year. It was like when you bake a cake and it comes out exactly perfect. Really hard to repeat. And look, this year is disappearing fast from the market. Collectors are hoarding them. People who know are stockpiling these trucks. 3 years from now, there won't be any available for less than $30,000. Mark my words. But if you think 2006 is valuable, just wait until you see the next one. This one is so rare that people have been searching for years and can't find one. Year number 3, 2007 LBZ, the living legend. I'm going to ask you a question. How much would you pay for a truck that never has problems, that never leaves you stranded, that your grandkids will drive? Because a 2007 with the LBZ is exactly that. And that's why people are paying absurd amounts for it. I know a guy who refused $40,000 for his 2007. $40,000. He bought it for 22 grand 4 years ago. Nobody told me? If I sell it, I'll never find another one like it. I'd rather die with it in my garage. 2007 was the magic year. GM built something so good that even they got scared, because a truck that never breaks doesn't sell new trucks, understand? That's why in the following years, they improved some things. And guess what? The improvements made the trucks last less. People are paying up to $38,000 for a well-maintained 2007 LBZ. And look, they're not for sale. The owners simply won't sell. It's like trying to buy someone's grandmother's house. Doesn't matter how much you offer, they won't sell. Too much sentimental value. Know that feeling of discovering you had a treasure and sold it at a garage sale for $5? That's what happens to people who sell a 2007 LBZ without knowing what they had. But hold on, there are still 2 years on this list that might surprise you even more. Year 4, 1999, the Forgotten Pioneer. If you're over 35, you remember 1999. It was a special year, and the Silverado from that year, special doesn't do it justice. Last week, I saw an ad that broke me. 1999 Silverado, my father's inheritance. I refuse to sell, but I have to. Guy was asking $15,000. I called him, talked for 40 minutes. He cried, telling stories about his dad with that truck. Know what I told him? Don't sell. Find a way, but don't sell. Because there are things money can't buy back. 1999 was the first year of the new generation. It was when GM said, "Let's make history." And they did. This truck was built with a pride that doesn't exist anymore. It was meant to last forever. And it's lasting. A 1999 extended cab in original condition is worth between $12,000 and $18,000 today. 5 years ago, it was worth $4,000. Appreciated over 300% in 5 years. Did your investment fund do that? Yeah, didn't think so. But there's one year that surprises everyone. A year nobody took seriously until it started being worth a fortune. Year number 5, 2004. The underdog that became king. I bet you didn't expect this one on the list. 2004, the common year, the boring year, the year everyone ignored, until they didn't ignore it anymore. A friend of mine bought 3 2004 Silverados last December, paid $7,000 for each. Everyone thought he'd done crazy. Last month, he sold one for $19,000. Still has 2, refuses offers of $22,000. He didn't go crazy. He knew something others didn't. 2004 was stuck in the middle. It wasn't the novelty of 2003, wasn't the last good one of 2007. It was just 2004. But know what happens to things everyone ignores? They disappear. And when they disappear, they become valuable. Today, finding a 2004 in good condition is like looking for a needle in a haystack, because everyone sold them, crashed them, used them until they were destroyed. The ones that survived, they're pure gold. 5 years from now, a well-preserved 2004 will be worth the same as a brand new truck. I know it sounds crazy, but 5 years ago, would you have believed a 2003 would be worth $22,000?
So let me summarize real quick, because this is important. 2003, the classic that only goes up. 2006, the perfect balance. 2007 LBZ, the living legend. 1999, the historic pioneer. 2004, the hidden treasure. If you have one of these, never sell it. I'm serious. Your kids will thank you. Your wallet will thank you. And if you don't have one, but you're thinking about buying a used Silverado, now you know exactly which years to look for. Tell me in the comments, do you have any of these? Have you sold one and regretted it? Or do you know someone who's holding on to theirs like it's gold? And go ahead and hit that like button, because next week, I'm going to show you the 5 Silverado years you should run from. Years that only give you headaches and losses. Years you won't want to discover you bought. Until then, hold your Silverado tight, because it's worth more than you think.